dust everywhere.
Okay. Well, I haven't done this in a minute. So, like clockwork, been 4 months, and it was peaceful. It's nice. It was awesome. And yesterday, right before midnight, I get a, "Are you okay?" And I was about ready to sleep, and it was one of those, who is this? I didn't recognize the number. I didn't do anything, so I had to go back into the conversation. And then I realized the timeline because I had blocked him. And the way my phone service works, I've got Verizon, and the way it works, if you block a number, it'll only last for 4 months. And yeah, okay, cool. It's 4 months of peace, and then this happens. So I'm like, okay, screw it. Do I answer now, or do I wait, or do I, what do I do? So I'm like, screw it. I'm gonna send him the screenshot of the conversation I had with Barbara Anderson, which I have proof you're a liar, and that's my little caption on it, right? And he goes, "What is this?" Now, listen to the wording of this. "Unless you tell me what it is, I can't download it." How does that have anything to do with what it is if I tell you what it is? He didn't want to have anything to do with it.
Well,
I wait a minute, and I go, "It's a screenshot."
he's trying to use cybersecurity, isn't he? Oh, you might be sending me a malicious bit of malware.
Man, right?
I always send my family members malicious malware.
Right?
Oh, part of our family tradition. What's he think you're going to send him?
Oh, God.
That would be the only logical reason to ask that, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but he goes, "Of what? I won't look at it, so why did you send it?" So he knows that it's something that'll prove him a liar. He knows that he has told me that he knows Barbara Anderson personally. He knows all this, and yet, I won't look at it, so why do you send it? Talk about deflection. Holy shit. Holy shit. And being as tired as I was, it immediately woke me up, and I go, "Wait, okay." I had to turn into an asshole for 2.5 seconds and go, "If you won't look at it, why did you even ask?" Which is a perfectly valid question, right?
Yeah.
And he dissuades that and doesn't want to do anything about it. And he goes, "I hope you're doing well, son. Bye." And I haven't heard anything from him since. So it's nice and short and sweet and what have you, but why won't this fuck leave me the fuck alone? It's like he's obligated, or excuse me, it's like I'm obligated because I am his son to be in his life. Fuck that. No, you don't get that. You don't get the right to call me your son, your offspring, when you put your hands on me. You don't get that. Oh, God. Leave me the fuck alone, idiot. Holy shit. What is it going to take?
Well, he seems to think that you owe him some kind of tenuous connection because what's his favourite word? 3 letters, starts with S. Son.
Fun.
Your spring. You owe him.
Fuck, man.
Nature, for example. We've been talking about nature off air, haven't we? And how certain
Yep.
things are
Yep.
natural. Here's another example. There are some animals who will, the father of the offspring will stick with the female, help feed the offspring, help protect the offspring, etc., etc. There are other males who, once they've impregnated the female, get the hell out of there, never see them again. They're off impregnating another female with their genes,
Yeah.
and that's how that animal survives. It depends upon the animal and the circumstances as to its whether the male sticks around or not. In our society, because babies are so frail, yes, our culture is you stick around and you look after your kid. He did not do that.
No.
So any title or that he seems to imagine he has was forfeit the day he started laying his hands on you more than a gentle remonstration,
Yeah.
more than something that wouldn't harm you permanently, emotionally or physically. It's his line. Goodbye. You just happen to be the guy who fathered me. Goodbye.
Yeah. And I choose to go and say, all right, you have no right to call yourself that or to call me that or have anything to do with me because, well, fuck you. No, you don't get that. And he doesn't understand that. What it is, he's just afraid of death. Well, good. It's about goddamn time. I knew this day was going to happen.
Yeah. Anno Domini. Every day that goes by is closer to his demise. And he'd like to think that being the best father there ever was and so selfless and loving to you, that you would at last acknowledge this and realise that everything was your fault and he was only doing it for your benefit. And you're a selfish little prick for not doing it. And he's being all kind to you and keeping every 4 months to give you that opportunity. What a lovely man.
And that's another thing. I know that he had to have tried to contact me within that 4 month span. I know it. And it didn't click in his head that, no, bitch, I don't want to have anything to do with you. No, shoo, go away. Malicky licky. Go. Bye. I don't care. Yes, you turned me into a heartless asshole. You did that. Piss off. And he can use the argument that, well, how do I word this civilly? He's used the argument that, well, I was always there for you. I did this, I did that, blah, blah, blah. No, you may have been there physically for a while, but that doesn't excuse, again, putting me through terror and hell. It doesn't.
It just astonishes me how many lowlifes and scumbags want a medal, want to be acknowledged, want to be lauded for doing what they're supposed to do by evolution, by culture. They want a goddamn medal. Oh, look, I provided lunch, breakfast, lunch, and dinner for you. For all those years, you owe me. No, you don't. That's what you're supposed to do. Indeed, if you don't do it, the Child Protection Services come along and take the kid away from you because you're supposed to feed them and clothe them as a basic standard. You don't get a medal. It's what you're supposed to do. It's what culture and evolution expect of you. Don't expect a medal for doing what ordinary people do as a matter of course all the time. It's not just he does it. There's loads of people like that. Give me a medal. I woke up this morning and I made my kid breakfast. Well, so are billions of other people. Good for you. Well done. You're not getting a medal. You should be doing it anyway. He just seems to have a sense of entitlement because you share his genes.
Very much so.
He has an entitlement to a relationship with you that he dictates as well. Not you dictate, Nate. He dictates how this relationship is because you owe him. He doesn't owe you because he put 3 meals in you a day.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he paid his price to get what he wants. And this is another thing with selfish, rat-baggy people. It's all whenever they do nice things for others, it's not as an act of altruism or kindness. It is a leash. I have done this for you. You therefore owe.
And that's what it is. That's what he's trying to make it be. And I'm sorry, I grew up with a leash around me. I grew up in this idealistic, pseudo-religious fucking shit fest that was the Jehovah's Witnesses. I recognize a leash when I see it. So no, you don't get that. And the fucking thing is, I know he will try and gaslight it. I know he'll try to go and say, well, okay, I know this didn't happen, blah, 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 blah. I was always this nice person. Fuck that. Or what he's actually done and said, all right, I may have done this and I'm sorry for it. Can we please move on from it? And that's fine. I've moved on from it. It's not my goddamn fault you keep fucking contacting me like an idiot. No. Shoe fly.
Yeah, sense of entitlement. And the trouble is that your dad would be wrong, and whether he was a Catholic or whether he was a Protestant or anything. The sad thing is that it was reinforced and bolstered, that disgusting behaviour, by the way the witnesses work, which is works-based, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've done the Mickey out of this with the JW dating. And I'll take that as an example, because it's one we've all experienced, probably. If you buy them a bunch of flowers, take them on the Kingdom Ministry, compliment their dress, and buy a meal for them, they've got to be nice to you, a certain amount. And if you do that 10 times, there's a bit more niceness. It's a quid pro quo. I'm doing this for you, so you will do something for me. It's not ever I'm doing something for you because it's the right thing to do or because I'm being kind and I don't want anything back. It's always I'm being kind to you, you therefore owe me. And it gets even into the marriage, where you have the marriage due, don't you?
Yeah.
I have of non-corrosive metal around your finger, therefore I want to have sex and I want to have sex right now. You owe me your body. I own it. I've put a ring on it. That's their attitude towards marriage as well.
Yeah.
All it's a quid pro quo. You do this for me, I expect this back from you. And it goes all the way up to the top with Jehovah. Jehovah says, if you do this for me, I'll do this for you. It's always quid pro quo. It's never it's the right thing to do or it's a kind thing to do. And we're joined live from the great state of Texas.
How's it going, guys?
Okay, how you doing?
Excellent.
Sorry, I'm late.
Are you good? You need to do shit.
Oh no, I wanted to be here.
You know, it is a quid. Do you agree with that? All relationships in the Watchtower are quid pro quo. It's always, I've done this for you, you've got to do this for me. It's never altruism, is it?
No.
No, never.
What do you expect something from you? I'll give you a paradise earth and a panda and an acre of land and a mule, but you've got to do this for me. It's not I'm going to give this to you because I want you to be happy.
Oh yeah, they like to harp on that faith without works shit. You know, like you're not going to get into paradise unless you're constantly busting your ass, and not even then for sure, because you still might not get in if your heart is not right. Because Google will read your heart, and if he sees that you're just fucking around in field service, and you know you actually are being a dick in real life, like off on the side or whatever, or if you just really are evil in your heart, you're still not going to paradise. place. Doesn't matter how many doors you've knocked on.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna.
It's nonsensical. It's just as nonsensical as the early American settlers who had the attitude of, if you read Nathaniel West and people like that. So I don't know if you've heard that novel, but it's very much the Protestant belief was your fate is decided before you were born. So you could have been born and God's decided for you to go to heaven. And you could murder people and steal things and you'd still get there. On the other hand, before you were born, you might have decided you go to hell. In which case, you could be a missionary for the Lord and you could give all your money to the poor, etc., etc. You're still going to hell. It's akin to that. It's insane. If you give me so many hours of field service, I might give you something.
Might.
Yes, might, isn't it? I might give you something. I might be a bit pissed off and not do it, though. I might be a bit bored that day. You know, that's just how crazy it is. And this feeds into these very negative relationships, like this horrible thing that poor Nate's going through. His father feels that he's entitled to a relationship with Nate because he sired him. He shares his genes. He is his son. And the book says you've got to honour your father.
Right.
Sired him? You make him sound like an animal.
He's a fucking vampire, man.
No, not your dad. I'm saying Rick is making it sound like you were bred or something.
Dad's mind, you are at part 2, aren't you? You have been bred. You are the superlative version of him.
Oh.
So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna reply to "I hope you were doing well, son." Bye. Right. And he wanted to know what the screenshot was. I'm gonna go, Barbara Anderson. Like that, you can't say that never happened. I know, and you can't tell me otherwise. I went to the source and asked. It's amazing to me that you didn't realize you couldn't contact me or talk to me for 4 months. Get blocked. Shoe fly, don't bother me.
Get blocked. I'm sorry, that's funny. Get blocked.
The hands, you can talk to that.
That's very 90s, Rick.
Hey, I'm a 90s kind of guy. Haven't you guessed?
What can I say? I'm also a 90s kind of guy. I was raised in the 90s. That was my prime time. I was born in the 80s, raised in the 90s, and became a man in the 2010s. There you go. That's confusing. That is such a confusing timeline.
Well, there may be a lag. I told my wife to block him, so there may be a lag, and there may be a response to this that he might get in before the number is blocked. But
like a Stones moment where he goes up, the stone thing's falling down. He just slides through on his back, and then gets
he's still gonna get squished. But yeah.
Now, I hate this sense of entitlement. It's sick. It's a sickness in our world.
Drives me nuts, man.
Something, you owe me something. What happened to altruism? What happened to kindness for kindness' sake? It still exists. I experience it every day. It's still out there, but so many people feel they're entitled to something because they've done X, Y, and Z. Therefore, you owe them this. In relationships, it's not how that works. It is in employment, yes, because you've got a contract, haven't you? You're contracted to turn up at your job and do so many hours of work, and they're obligated then to pay you a certain amount of money.
Right.
Fine. That's a contract of employment. Relationships, whatever form they take, aren't like that. It's not that you give such and such and such and such, and you receive such and such back. It's not how it works. And so the more you try and force relationships into that unhealthy and unreal situation, the more it's just going to collapse around your ears. And I'm afraid XJWs can be very much like that. What do you mean you're not my friend? I've sent you so many private messages and I've liked your videos so many times and I've commented, spend time with me, a personalised mug or something. No, it's not a contract. God has a contract. Jehovah has a contract with people. that he might actually, because there's no court that you can take him to, of course, so he might actually do it or not. Relationships don't work that way. Your father thinks that because he fathered you, because you carry his gene, because you're his son, and the book says you've got to honour him.
The book also says, actually, I need to look this up before he gets blocked.
Is that the one about pissing off your kids?
Do not exaggerate. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Your children. Fathers, do not be exasperating your children or something, isn't it?
Fathers specifically? Wow.
Do not be exasperating your children.
Has that exasperated me when my dad tried to dance? It's like, don't do it, Dad. Don't do it.
Christ and a cracker.
You wouldn't cringe with embarrassment.
Ephesians 6:4.
And if you want to counter you need works to survive, look at Ephesians chapter 2. And that will tell you that it's not your works that save you, it's the faith that saves you. So that no one can boast. Because at the moment, you have, what do they do in the witnesses? They put you on the platform if you're a special pioneer or something.
Yeah.
Look at example.
And see, his thing is, his thing is, why don't you get over it? Why don't you just move on? Bitch, I have. You're the one that's fucking contacting me.
That's a common thing for people to say to ex-witnesses is, why don't you just move on? What's your deal?
Well, said to me so many times.
I'll tell you why I don't move on. I don't move on because the Watchtower has not changed their policies yet.
Same here.
And or they are not dead. Either way, that's when I'll stop, when they fucking stop. So there you go.
I know that children are as safe as they can be. That's when I stop. And that is going to take a long time. I'm under no illusion.
Oh,
it's gone more quickly than I expected.
Yeah, the Watchtower may outlive you, Rick. No, I'm just kidding.
Outlive me? I'm an old guy.
Oh, God, I hope it doesn't. Shit, like, I'm hoping it'll be dead in, like, a couple of years. Fuck.
Well, I've got a few more than a couple of years, thank goodness.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It better not freaking outlive you. That'd be depressing. Jesus. You got to get around for the victory party, man.
There's lots of sins I haven't committed yet.
We're gonna wheel your ass into the victory party of debauchery.
Yeah. My little list of sins, I've got to do them all.
Come on, Rick. We'll get you set up with the first few deadly sins. Right over here.
Right.
Slow down, that's pretty good.
We could take care of a few of the deadly sins just by having it in a strip club.
Yeah. Perfect.
The party. The victory party. Not anything else.
Very civilized.
What? We're all gentlemen here.
It's a gentleman.
They call them gentlemen's clubs.
You've seen me in my evening wear. I'm obviously a gentleman.
I'll wear a dinner jacket for that.
That'd be so funny.
Probably have to get it dry cleaned after, but
Yeah.
It'll be worth it.
But yeah, it's a load of shit. He won't shoot. He won't.
He won't shoot, but he also won't like listen to you or hear you out or read any.
Yeah, it's his little. This never happened. I'm gonna gaslight you like a motherfucker, and you're gonna believe it. No, bitch. No.
Not only does he want to force a relationship with you, but on his terms, no less.
Mm-hmm. And that's not gonna. No, you don't get that right.
That's not how it works, bro. When you're the parent that's coming crawling back to your kid that you screwed up, you kind of have to be willing to accept whatever terms the child is comfortable with.
And the thing is, he says he's humble and this, that, and the other, and well, what do you want me to do? And blah 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 blah. And if you watch the rest of them, you'd see this. So, okay, this is what I want you to do. Straight up admit that this happened Don't gaslight me, and then maybe I'll be a civil dick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a dick, but maybe I'll be a civil one.
Oh yeah, you still have the right to be pissed, of course, for many reasons. But yeah.
Yeah.
But at least you can start building something off of a foundation of truth. You can't fucking fuck with bullshit.
And see that's my thing. He's part of the reason why if I get lied to, I'll sniff it out immediately. And if I don't, and you're a really good liar, once I find out, and I will, then that makes me extra pissed.
Oh yeah, I get exposed for the same reason, son. Not a fan of being lied to.
Yeah.
That's like, I can handle a lot of shit, but being lied to.
Yeah, lying's horrible. The only lies I tell are what I call white lies.
Oh yes,
So-
you look great in that dress, honey.
White lie. But you don't want to hurt someone's feelings.
Well, of
And
course
it's
you
not
haven't gained any weight. Don't be silly.
not putting on as slim as you were. Lying bastard.
You're as svelte as you ever were in your younger days, dear.
Things. You see,
I
there's
see.
lying. There's lying so you gain a benefit of some, and there's lying so that
Picked by your wife.
lying when you say you look nice in that, darling, is for their benefit, not yours.
No. It's so that you don't get your ass kicked later.
Right.
Sleep in the bed.
And see, he is the latter. He does this sort of shit because he wants a relationship with me, which is not going to happen. It's not. I'm sorry. You done fucked up. You are a hypocrite. I know that you are a hypocrite. You know that you are a hypocrite. Eat a dick. Shoo.
An entire bag of them, actually.
They sell them in bags now, do they? Oh, okay.
They quite literally do. It's called eat a. It's called eatabagofdicks.com. Pretty sure that's what it's called. You can literally mail a bag of dicks to somebody. They're gummy dicks.
Oh, fantastic!
And it says it comes with a little note, and it's shipped anonymously, so nobody knows who it came from. And it says "Eat a bag of dicks" in large print on the little note that comes with it, and it's hilarious. Oh, they also have it so that if you want to be a real asshole, you can actually have it so they'll mix in glitter with the dicks, so they can't even eat the dicks, and so it'll be messy as fuck when they open it.
Oh, that's really evil.
Well, I mean, eat a bag of dicks, man.
Well, one of the first experiences I ever had as a teacher was I was doing, I think, year 3, so they're 6 to 7, and it was near Christmas.
It's not eatabagofdicks.com. Not sponsored. It's dicksbymail.com. Not even shitty. I'm going to put the link in the Hangout just so you guys can see it. $15 and they'll send a bag of dicks to whoever you want, anonymously.
Where in the world, or is it only in the continental United States?
I don't know.
See, this question our viewers want to know.
Oh my god, they have penis confetti now too. Like that you can add glitter, and then also penis-shaped confetti. Why am I...
My whole thing is, at least I have the respect to not blast his phone number on this.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you can't really help saying his name, can you? Because that's me and him.
Yeah, I know.
Quite literally.
Thank you, Rick. Thank you, Ash.
You're welcome.
Yep.
Sorry for triggering you by existing.
That's okay. I'm good. I am good.
That'll be on your tombstone, Ash. I'm very sorry for triggering you while I existed.
Honestly, that would be fitting, really, for like fucking everybody in my life. You don't even know.
I'm sorry. That's it. No name, no nothing. Just I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, you don't trust. Yeah. Fuck. That's what it will say on my tombstone. I'm sorry. That's just what it's gonna say. I'm sorry. And it'll have like a little sad face on it.
Just please tell me you'll pay for the apostrophe.
Oh God, yes, of course. And if not, I'll come back from the dead just to chisel that thing in myself.
That would be terrible if you had said sorry.
Oh my God. That would drive me insane for all eternity. I'd haunt the graveyard, pissed off. I'd be like, somebody change this or I shall never slumber.
I don't even have the apostrophe. Like, fuck it, I don't even care about these people. Sorry, that's it.
What's up, Nate? Is he saying something?
No.
Good.
I sent the subsequent number that I will not blast on fucking Hangouts because, I'm nice like that to my wife, and she is going to block him as soon as she gets the chance to. So there is a possibility he might squirm through the cracks a little bit and reply to the Ephesians 6:4.
Does he have a new number or something?
No, it's the same. No, it's the same number.
Oh,
same one.
Well, at least he's not trying that. That's good. That would be annoying.
Yeah, just a burn phone. That'd be great.
He doesn't even need a phone. All he needs is like the app. He can literally refresh numbers fucking all day long if he wants.
Don't give him any ideas. He might. Oh no! Wait, he's too much of a fucking coward.
Right. That's right. He doesn't want to talk to you in the first place because he's a weenie.
Yeah.
Unless it's about shit he wants to talk about, of course.
Yeah.
Like how much he wants you to kiss his ass, basically. That's why he's in contact with you. He needs that ass kissing from his kids, especially since he's growing older and he's feeling lonely now, and he knows that the grip of death, the icy grip of death, is upon him. He's like, I don't want to die alone. I want to have a family. Should have thought about that when, he was raising his children, though. That might have been the time to do that.
Child. Yeah. Thank God I'm an only
one. Oh, yes,
one.
right. Sorry, child. Excuse me. Yeah, and thank goodness, my God. Could you imagine if there were more of you that were fucking having to deal with this shit?
I got one better for you. And this is purely hypothetical. I am not accusing him of anything, and legal team, please back me up on this.
Allegedly. This is an alleged event. We can't ascertain its veracity. Thanks, legal team.
Thank you. Now, if I was born a female, or if I had a younger sister, God forbid, what would have happened?
Oh, Christ.
Yeah.
I mentioned that before, actually. That's disturbing as fuck.
Yeah. And I don't know if he's that much of an idiot.
Shit. Do you have any female cousins?
Yeah.
Oh.
But I don't know. I don't know what they've done. I don't know. I don't talk to them. I've tried to get in contact with my oldest cousin. Which, if you've seen Dateline Tangled, yeah, she's on it with her younger sister. But they won't talk to me because he got to them first. Or at least that's what he says.
Well, that might be true, but these people like to claim power they don't have.
True. But I did try to contact them, and they have not responded. So it's all right.
Well, maybe they're like me, and they mean to get back, and they don't get round to it because I'm very absent-minded and I get distracted by things. I would try again. These are family.
No,
another go, mate.
I just might. Fuck.
Well, but I'll tell you my situation. I've got cousins, and I hadn't hung out with them in decades. Decades we're talking about here. I sat and hung out with them and doing other things, getting distracted as I always am. And anyway, any hard feelings? Not at all. We're now back hanging out because we're family.
Yeah.
Families. And the witnesses denigrate the family. They claim to be a family-oriented religion, but they're not. They hate the family. The family is always subservient to the organization.
Yeah, and they hate it because the family is pretty much the only thing that can overcome the brainwashing of the Watchtower. It's the one thing that's more powerful than their shit. Because it's the family bond is very strong, and they try to break that from the very beginning.
Yeah.
In most cases, and that's how it should be. But then you have people like me that are extremely turnt and just no.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Yeah, and that's where choice comes in. You see, I hadn't done anything wrong. I'm just a bit of an asshole. So everything was good. But if I'd have done something horrible, they would have had the perfect right not to want to hang out with me. And I'd have thought, okay, fair dues. I did something wrong. That's the price I pay.
Yeah.
If you don't want to do the time, don't do the crime.
Right. And see, I can't even validate this argument, but I must say it anyway. If I was that much of a bad kid, then even then he did not have the parental right, because I am his offspring, to subsequently kick my ass. No.
There's no sanction for that anywhere. There's no civil statute that exists that allows that. There's nothing in the Bible that says you should do that either.
Yeah. So it is what it is. And Ephesians 6:4. Don't piss off your kids. They will fucking hate you.
Yeah. That's the legacy that you make when you don't do what nature intends. This is what's so horrible about this. It is perfectly natural in terms of evolution, in terms of culture, like we were saying earlier, for parents to care for their children. And yet people want to meddle for doing what nature, nurture, and society says is normal. Look after your kids. I want to meddle. I fed my kid today. Why do you want to meddle for that?
Fuck all, man. It's what you're supposed to do.
I mean, yes, well done for doing that, but that's a given.
Yeah.
You shouldn't want an extra certificate for doing that. You should go, okay, it's part of my pride as a parent, as an adult, looking after someone who's a minor, who is a dependent. Remember, that's a legal term. They are dependent on you.
Yeah.
Legal term. You are dependent on your parents to look after you, to tell you what's right and wrong, etc. There's loads of stuff that we are dependent on our parents.
And yes, to give him a little bit of credit, yes, he did parent me. You know, I didn't stick my finger in a light socket because, ouch, it hurts. You know, he did do that. But, of course, so did my mother. So it's one of those, it's a given. But, again, you forfeit the right for my give a fuck the minute you say, lay your hands on me.
And lie.
My give a fuck broke a long time ago.
Lying too. Lying makes it worse, actually. Shit. Fuck.
Yeah.
How can you even go back? Like, if you're gonna, like, okay. Like I said, I can put up with a lot of shit. And, like, you know, I've been through some stuff with my family, like I've mentioned in the past. They were a bit abusive. But if they would not admit to it on top of that,
yeah,
that's fuck you. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's gaslighty like a motherfucker. No, and here's the thing. Here's the thing. If he was to admit and fully go, okay, yes, I remember this happened, and I'm sorry, and it shouldn't have happened to begin with, and my bad, and not be a dick about it, then cool. But if you're going to go and say, oh, yep, okay, I did that, but Get over it. I'm sorry, I'm not 12. You can't tell me what to do anymore. Eat a dick.
Yeah.
Ooh.
This horrid sense of entitlement has to end. It's been bolstered by taking bits out of a book and not doing the other bits.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind him thinking that you had an obligation to him if he had treated you right.
See, here's the thing. He's told me before, and I believe it's in one of the previous ones, that well, I could run scripture around you like not. Basically, you want to quote scripture at me, I can do that and better. You don't know the Bible as well as I do. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I don't know a book that was written by man that condones child abuse and murder and rape better than you do. I'm sorry. Fuck off.
Look, the thing is, if he's a so-called Christian, you don't necessarily have to have read the whole Bible. Just read the fucking Gospels, and you'll realise that being nice to other people is pretty much the deal. Nice to everybody.
Man.
Period. Be nice to everybody. Your sins are forgiven. Go and be nice. That's pretty much the message of the Gospels.
Doesn't the Bible say that all you have to do to be saved is call on the name of the Lord or some shit like that?
Hey.
Right? Isn't that what it says? You call on God's name and you'll be saved?
Well, they've mistranslated it and put Jehovah in there. It's actually Kyrios or Lord, which would
Right,
be
that's
Jesus.
what I said. Yeah, call on the name of the Lord and thou shalt be saved.
Romans 10:13.
13 involved. Damn it.
Romans 10:13.
Yeah, so I'm confused. How does one exactly get saved? Because there are so many methods, apparently. Jesus.
It's itself big time. You're right. It does.
I mean, it seems like you almost have a choice in how you want to do this.
Well, I'm going to go the Romans 10:13
Right,
route.
like the easiest way seems to just be like live however the hell you want and then ask God to save your ass at the end.
That's what I'm doing. I'm sinning all the way through.
Kind of like that old joke about how I tried to pray for God to bring me a car, but I know God doesn't work that way. So I stole a car and then prayed for forgiveness.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, I murdered somebody. I'm going to pray for forgiveness. Oh, I'm forgiven. What the hell logic is that? I beat my kid. I'm going to pray for forgiveness. What the hell logic is that? There's no consequence to it.
But the thing is, this is stripped to its context. I don't wish to be an apologist for the Bible, but I'll give you my 2 bits for it. Yes, your sins are forgiven, but this is in a framework where you believe in the risen Lord. You're in a relationship with God through Jesus. You are loving people. You've recognized what you've done. You've acknowledged it. You've tried to put it right, and you're not going to do it again. In that context, your sins are forgiven. Not, oh, I'm sorry, I just raped that little kid. Okay, off you go. I'm going to go and do it again. That's not how it works. That's not what the book says. The book says, yeah, your sins are forgiven, but don't do it again, or try not to do it again. Acknowledge what you've done.
Do or do not, there is no try.
Look, but it's not as dry as that. Didn't see that. Never mind. Oh.
Oh, okay.
What an ass kisser.
Hey. I'm going to get blue balls. Stop it, you.
No, I'm like trying to be in the middle and stuff, even though we know how he feels about that.
Yeah.
Not allowed to do that.
Anyway, yes, that's why I call his fans lickers.
Can't stick your ass on a fence. That's how you get fucked.
Anyway, woof. So,
Awful.
response from Daddy-O.
No, nothing. I don't think he's.
Capable?
I don't think he gives a fuck. I've got him in a corner. He knows I have him in a corner, and he subsequently doesn't give a fuck.
No one puts Daddy in a corner.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Whoa, dude. Okay.
That's a dirty dancing reference.
Yeah, I know. I know. I've seen the movie
Just a joke.
So,
2 times.
It's not a diss.
One. I've
Just a
seen
joke.
it once. That was once.
Once?
That's it. No response. I don't think there will be. And I'll have another 4 months of peace here in a minute, unless he decides to try and suck the venom out, which
Ew. Why?
I'm spitting venom at him. At least that's what.
Yes,
At least
you had to
I
use
know that he would think. Okay, 30.
I'm
Jesus,
sorry.
man.
I'm a teenager in my brain. Please forgive me.
Teenage nonsense.
That's what testosterone does, man.
Oh shit. Like it's definitely just the testosterone and not the fact that I'm an immature piece of shit.
Well, I mean, well, hell. Okay. Let's expand on that. Let's expand on that for a moment. You are who you hang with, right? So I'm an immature piece of shit.
Oh, my bad.
Ha!
Rick,
Right?
Rick, do you have anything to say from Legoland over there?
Just that,
Maturity. Any comment from Legoville? From the Legoville over there.
see if the Prime Minister's got an appointment free. Busy man.
But no, see, I know myself well enough to where I pick and choose who I hang with very carefully because of this sort of stupid shit. It has taught me to look at things objectively and go, okay, yeah, I like these people, I don't like these people, and I'm not going to be around them. So y'all are good. It's okay. It's not my fault you're 13. It's all right.
Yeah.
It happens. You both are actually quite intelligible.
I thank you.
I find that offensive and also patently untrue.
Demonstratively untrue.
What, that you're 13 or intelligent?
Both.
Oh, shit.
Old man. Oh, boy.
Oh, God. Yeah. Nothing. And I don't think there will be. I might. Nah, he's got it. Unless he was a pussy and deleted it. The screenshot.
Possible.
Yeah, I could have just deleted
You
it.
could always just send it to him one more time for good measure. Be like, just in case you got rid of it, here you go. Another copy for you.
If he looks at the comments on the YouTube channel,
Does he?
I don't know. But if he were
He has nothing. I know. He does not have anything to do with any of this and won't because he's a coward.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but even cowards can be curious. Wonder what he said about me on that YouTube.
No, he won't do it because it's malicious and it's violent and it's vicious and it's venom and oh well. You made your bed. Go lie in it.
You know, by the fact that he hasn't commented, he has actually acknowledged for us all that he did indeed physically assault you when you were a boy.
Yeah, and that's a
Because if he have done that,
point.
if he was so
True
convinced,
by omission.
wrap up, wouldn't he be on here defending himself? Or at least wouldn't you get a solicitor's letter saying cease and desist?
Right? And see, don't give him any ideas. God damn it, son of a bitch. Not that I'm breaking the law here, because I am well within my right to say whatever the fuck I want, on top of barring giving your number, because this is a one-party consent state, and so is the one you're in.
Well, I was just saying, if he's not going to read it, there's no point in doing it. But what you could do is just write out verbatim in the comments section what Barbara actually said. Or screenshot on the video the comment.
I have.
Okay, well, it's there for people to see now, isn't it? They can pause the video and go, oh, right, okay.
Yeah, I forget which one. 3, 4. It might be. Actually, hold on. Give me a second.
Just so it's definitely on there.
Oh yeah,
everyone's seen it. Oh, everyone's seen it, Dickie old boy, except you.
Dickie. Yeah, let's start calling him Dick. I think that's a better name for him.
His name isn't Richard, man.
It's Dick.
Dick.
His name isn't Richard. Come on now. See, now you're belittling. Now, I mean, I don't want to give him any premise to take any sort of legal action, because.
But you didn't say that. I did. He can take legal action against me if he wants. I'll defend my right to call him a dick in court. I would love that battle. Oh my God, that would be so great. Come take me to court. Come on, Dick. Do it. You know you want to.
No, see, here's the thing. He won't have anything to do with this because he's tired of defending himself.
Wait, so if his name isn't Richard, then what? It's literally just
Ricky.
Ew.
That's his legal name. Ew, that's terrible.
I feel bad for him a little bit, but also not really. He deserves it. That's almost, actually, that is worse than Dick.
I was Ricky when I was a little boy, grown man. Damn.
Yeah, that's worse than Dick. Let's start calling him Ricky.
Yeah. Hey, Ricky. Hey, Ricky, you're so fine. You're so
Oh, God, Jesus. Fuck. Oh, man. Why am I...
Oh, Ricky, what a pity you don't understand. Just kidding.
in your hand.
Oh, God damn it.
And now Nate wants to kill himself.
No, I do not. I'm okay. All right.
Legal team, he really doesn't want to kill himself, just so you know. He's good.
Yeah.
Nobody Baker Act his ass. Oh, wait, that's in Florida. Sorry. I think they have a Baker Act pretty much in everybody's state, though, like where they hold your ass for 72 hours.
A psych hold? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
3 days in a tank. It doesn't sound fun.
No. I will be back. Oh, my God.
You know, drink as usual. For viewers just joining us, we've been discussing Nate's father's latest attempt to enforce a relationship with him against his wishes, and has been discussing how a sense of entitlement is so prevalent in the Jehovah's Witnesses. You owe people things. We owe God everything. Everyone things for a reason to receive something back.
Oh, God. Welcome back to the most boring live stream, starring Rick and Asher the Kingdom Hall Crasher.
Funny.
Just kidding. Hey, I didn't say it was starring you. I said it's boring because it's just me and Rick.
Yeah, my bad. I had to, coffee is real, man. But, comparatively speaking, I'm rather turned.
Okay, see, that doesn't mean, I don't think that word means what you think it means.
Do you mean tart as in bitter in taste?
No, he said turnt.
What? What word is that?
It's slang.
Okay, so I wouldn't know that then.
Hold on.
Damn you Americans with your strange language.
What is that? Oh, Urban Dictionary.
I have to use that all the time with you young people. I never know what the hell you're talking about. See, back in the 90s, we had a different slang, y'all. Different idioms, as we would say.
And actually, in a negative connotation, it makes sense.
Here, I got an asterisk for you, just in case we need it.
Turned, T-O-R-N-T, is a variation of turned, used only to describe when someone is excessively excited or prepared for the current event.
Right, that's usually what you say when, you're trying to party, basically.
But I'm excessively pissed. More than usual.
If you...
Like I said, 4 months of peace, and then it just happened to be, all right, well, I'm going to contact you now. No mind of, well, I haven't heard from you in fucking almost half a year. How you been?
Hey, if it makes you feel better, my dad never got back to me after that text I sent him on Father's Day, asking him about, well, why he doesn't seem to want...
Well, at least you got that. I got this.
What, you're happy? Oh, right, you don't want him to respond. That's right. I actually wanted my father to respond, but he sucks, and he still has yet to respond to me, so there's that. Today on the Shitty Father Show...
Yeah, I'm the only one who had a good dad. God rest his soul.
That's nice. At least one out of 3 ain't bad.
1 out of 3 ain't bad. Son of a bitch.
Bat Out of Hell is going to be sung in its entirety after the end of this stream.
Now let's sing that other Meatloaf song. I would do anything for love.
But I won't do that.
Yeah. That's a good song.
It's a good song.
I think some Meatloaf. Oh, where's the asterisk? I'm just kidding. Where's the asterisk? I don't need food.
Don't don't get me YouTube striked, man. Come on now.
What? For what? What did I do? Saying Meatloaf sucks? The food?
No, singing Meatloaf.
Oh. I don't sound enough like Meatloaf to get you a strike, trust me.
Yeah, fair enough.
An a cappella version of a
Rick
song.
might get you a strike because he sounds so much like Trump, though.
Ah!
I think my impersonation is pretty poor, actually.
What? That's un-American, Rick.
Look, it's un-American to take the piss out of the world's greatest leader, the man who is going to make America great again. It's inappropriate, wrong, and bad. He's going to be. In fact, he's coming. Mr. Trump is coming tomorrow to visit. Or should I call him President Trump?
No, Mr. is fine. You know, because America.
Trump,
and we're in
an American deity.
and that's got us guaranteed to have 1 billion hits.
It's
Because
totally true. Written on a plastic plate.
Now watch that be the fucking screenshot.
The fucking thumbnail of the video. Yeah, that's great.
Ash is our new poster boy. He's fantastic. His fresh face looks just the kind of thing the Republican Party needs.
Fresh face, son. I look fucking raggedy as hell. I look like I've been through some shit. Because I have been through some shit. It's been a bad few days. Oh my god. Anyway, so.
Anywho, it hasn't been blocked, and coward
Trump things.
is a hypocritical coward.
He'll only engage with you on his terms.
Yep.
That's the situation. And
Yep. If he doesn't want to hear it, it doesn't exist.
yeah. Well, he's going to die delusion.
Ah, Jesus Christ. Give himself a Charlie horse.
You good, man?
All I did was sit. What the heck?
Also, nice bruise on your shin.
Oh,
Bruiser.
I made
Bruiser.
well with
In a
the
suit,
sidewalk.
like a rabbit as well. You've got like a rabbit-shaped bruise on your leg.
Yep.
Ouch.
Good stuff. That's what happens when you fall on a sidewalk. By the way, this thing is like almost 2 weeks old now. And it's still that bad.
Yeah.
And this, here you go. This one's healing up nicely at least. It looks not as shitty.
Ouch.
Yeah. Gouge though. Poor little chap.
I'll live. Rub some dirt on it.
You're tough. You'll be fine.
I actually did rub some dirt on it, which resulted in an infection, which I had to subsequently sterilize and drain. So that was fun.
You rubbed dirt on your wound, you idiot.
Not on purpose. When I fell, dirt got into it, and then I'm an idiot and didn't wash my cut for 2 days because I was like, it hurts too much to touch. It's so raw. It's raw. It was so raw. It would piss off Gordon Ramsay. Trust me.
Oh my god.
Like, it was bad. So yeah, I didn't touch it, and then it got infected after like 2-3 days. Obviously, it's gonna get infected, and then that's at that point I was like shit. So I cleaned it up, and then I took one of my sterile needles that I use for testosterone, and
Yeah. Right
Oh,
now.
man.
I figured that was the safest way to do it since they're single-use needles, so totally clean and sterile.
Yeah.
Don't have to light anything on fire or anything like that. We're good, and it did the trick. I mean, they were impressed at the hospital. They were like, "Wow, we usually don't recommend that people do that, but like it looks like you knew what you were doing." Because you
Well,
cleaned.
I'm astonished that when you went to the hospital, they didn't clean it for you.
Oh,
It's going to foreign matter in your flesh because you're grazing your knee.
they took X-rays. They said it was all right. They said that I came pretty close to actually fracturing something, but that I mostly it was just tissue damage.
They should have cleaned the wounds for you.
Nah, it's all right. You're a man.
I'll live.
You're all right.
I'll live. Like I said, rub some dirt on it, and then deal with the infection that results.
Yeah.
Hey, it doesn't kill you, makes you probably infected first, and then you'll be fine afterward.
Hey, just rub some kick in it. You'll be fine.
By the way, rub some dirt on it is just a Texan expression. Don't actually rub dirt on things that are
Yeah.
wounds. That's
Say the
so
word
that is
things,
so
man.
inadvisable.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't. Unless you like, because there's all kinds of shit, bacteria.
Stop. Just stop.
But
Right.
there is in the dirt. There's a lot.
Yeah.
Salmonella and shit. E. coli. Random crap.
Yeah.
Mostly E. coli, actually.
Yeah, not a good idea.
But anywho.
Okay, now we're done with the PSA, the health PSA. Back to these messages.
Health PSA. And it's just he won't. He won't, and I'm not surprised.
Well, he's an investor.
I've got him. Now watch, we end the stream and he fucking says something.
Well, it's tough luck, isn't it?
Yeah, well.
On your time.
Well, like I said, once Julie does get time, she's at fake work. Oh wait, nope, that's me. Never mind.
No, Julie has a real job. She's your sugar mama.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Once she gets time, he will be blocked, and I'll have another 4 months of peace. And maybe this time you'll get the fucking hint. Maybe
so. Maybe so.
Sorry, I'm over here scratching my damn scab all live on camera. That's gross.
Ah.
It's itchy.
Of course it's itchy.
Stupid.
Why is nature so annoying? Nature says, I want to pick at this, whereas really you should leave it. Damn you, nature.
Yeah, I heard you, mother.
Right?
Oh, speaking of my mother, her death anniversary was actually recently. It was on the last day of the convention. That's why I was kind of quiet and shit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
man.
fair enough.
Yeah, it was a bad day. But of course, I was also dealing with other shit too, so that was like an extra bad day.
Shit happens.
It does. It does indeed. And it all seems to happen at once, which is great.
When it rains, it pours.
Hey, at least it's efficient and I can knock it all out at once. Fuck.
Yep.
Yeah.
And like I said, I didn't expect him to contact me at all whatsoever and to get the hint. But no, you have to force a relationship.
You can't do that. And it doesn't work in any situation. It doesn't work in family. Doesn't work in friends. Doesn't work in romance. You just can't force that kind of shit.
No, it just happens, you know.
Part of
and when boundaries, you've got to respect them. That's how
he's afraid of dying alone, which
he's going to.
Okay. And dollars to donuts. Well, when you get old as me and you have nobody, well, ha 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 ha. You know, you should have listened to me, son.
She'll be like, whatever, I'll actually have my wife and like my friends and shit. You're gonna have nobody because you're a little cunt. Oh,
yeah.
Sorry. I mean, because you're not a nice human being. And who did not treat people well.
See, and here's the thing. He'd go, and he's done this before.
Right. I need to work on my language. What I meant was, you're not a nice person, and you did not treat those around you very well in your life. There. That's the translation of what I said earlier. With a slightly more crude.
Character assassination. Character assassination. Blah 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 blah. Well, I'm sorry if your character is cunt-worthy and you've done these things and you try to gaslight it to the person that you did these things to, yeah, deal with it.
I actually have a shirt that says "Dill" with it, and it's got a pickle on it. And it's designed to be inside out, which is strange. And yeah, that's the whole joke of the show. The shirt is like it's inside out, so you have to just deal with it. But deal with it. It's a Heinz shirt too. Pretty sure Heinz pickles. Ugh.
God.
I don't even know how I came into possession of that shirt. I really don't.
Reckon you found it on a JW cart one day and you just
I feel like
took it
that's something my grandmother did to me.
Probably.
She bought me the weirdest crap.
But yeah, just deal with it.
She bought me a freaking shirt that said Bunny's Truck Stop on it, just because back in high school my nickname was Bunny. And Bunny's Truck Stop, though, like...
It's terrible.
I was looking at that as a teenager, like, do you know what this shirt means? And she's like, yeah, it has Bunny on it, because, you know, that's your nickname. I'm like, no.
Oh, I know what that means. That's...
Yeah, I was like, I can't wear this shirt to school. People are going to think I'm a lot lizard. Like, what the fuck?
Yep.
How do they even sell that shirt in the teenage girl section anyway? That's what I wanted to know.
For British viewers, that would mean that our friend would have been considered a lady of the night.
Specifically at truck stops, though.
Yeah, specifically at truck stops, which is a...
Well, that's a
I
thing.
said my grandma bought me some weird stuff, and I'm not even sure she understood half the things that she was purchasing.
Well, that's what you get when you get a J-Dub education.
She also didn't understand why my uncles were deeply freaked out when I showed up to school in sort of a Catholic schoolgirl outfit type thing.
Oh
like
my
really
God.
short gray skirt with, you know, pleated and everything with the little tie and the, yeah. And my uncles were like, they were freaked out and they were like, you're letting her go to school like that? And my grandma was like, what? It's adorable. It's very wholesome. I like it. She looked knee-high socks and everything. She's not even showing anything.
Oh my God. What the hell?
Yeah, what was wrong with that? Yeah, my grandma was kind of...
Catholic schoolgirl much? I mean, Jesus, fuck. All you need is a tape recorder.
Yeah, she didn't get it, though. She really didn't. She was... My uncles were like... Ah.
Well...
Yeah. Yeah, that outfit, by the way, a friend liked it so much that she actually borrowed it for a date with her boyfriend. Who's now her husband, but yeah. I mean, that's it. That outfit works. What can I say?
Ring on your finger. You wear that. There you go. Guaranteed.
Oh yeah, I probably wouldn't wear it so well now.
To get on you now.
It's a little weird looking now, but you know, I mean, I guess if I'm trying to do the drag queen thing, yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Oh man, that would be crazy. Drag makeup. That'd be fun. It'd be fun. It's fun. It's like painting your face. It's
Tough. It's flamboyance. And...
yeah, it's like being a clown almost, but you know, it's like exaggerated womanhood, basically. That's all it is.
It's glorifying in makeup rather than, you know,
supposed to like just be really exaggerated femininity. That's all.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's fun.
Tough.
It's performances, and it's hilarious and very entertaining. Actually, some drag queens can actually sing. Like, they don't lip sync. Some of them actually sing. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, they're good.
Did. Holy crap. That's impressive.
Yeah, they're good. Too good.
Sorry, I don't know how we got on the subject of drag queens. We're over here talking about your dad.
Well, potato,
This will
potato.
draw him to the conversation, though.
Potato, potato. Yeah.
Come watch this now that we're talking about drag queens.
Dad. Let's talk about your dad. We just talked about drag queens. Let's talk about your dad now. Perfect segue.
Well, if you're gonna be a dick,
You should do this professionally, Ash. You're brilliant. It's the way you link topics together seamlessly.
Yes, I like to seamlessly link topics together that have absolutely nothing
to do with one another. Yep. But it's just I'm done with it. I'm over it. I don't care. You've pressed my don't give a fuck button, smashed it over a hammer, and then put a jackhammer to it. I don't care. Shoo
Shoo fly, don't bother me. bitch. That's the adult version of that.
Yep.
Well, he's never, and the thing is, he's never going to watch these videos because he's too much of a coward.
But if he does watch this,
if he does watch this, and, you know,
up.
if you really want any kind of relationship, then you need to go on Nate's terms and not yours.
He won't. He won't.
He won't. But number two, you need to apologise and own what you've done and own what you've said subsequently. And you need to apologise for all of it and take responsibility for all of it.
Yeah.
The only way you can get any kind of good out of this. It's the only way. Because you've just been digging that trench deeper and deeper and deeper that you're in.
If you're in a hole with a shovel, if you're in a hole with a shovel, stop digging.
Yeah. Dig an angle up. So you can call your ass out of there. Go for the good old 45-degree angle there.
Yeah.
First rule of being in a hole.
Yeah.
Stop digging.
Self out. Dig another hole to fill the hole you're in. That's what most people do.
See, now that takes too much time, effort, and energy, and he's tired of defending himself, like I said. So, okay, so I'm supposed to just go and say, all right, everything is cool, nothing happened, and let's sing Kumbaya fucking ya or something.
Yeah.
No, I make that choice. You may think that that's a bad choice, but that's on you.
Yeah.
I would too if I were you.
Another tip might be: don't call your son at 11:30 at night.
No, I'm a night owl. It's one of those.
Haven't you heard of business hours, pal?
Wait, so did you actually pick up?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay, good.
I didn't. And if I would have fucking put it. I would have jumped on here, but
I would have been up for that. Shit.
Wake me up for that one. I've got lots of things I'd like to speak to Dickie about. Here's the thing. If that, I hope that happens. I hope that one of these days I'm able to get the both of you on and say, all right, hey, how you doing, dude?
How you doing?
Right? And yada yada. Oh, how you, son? Blah 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 blah. Well, I've got him once, and if it just so happens to be that way, then if either of you say much as one word, he will hang up. I know he's that much of a coward.
Well, then I'll mute myself.
Yeah, I'll mute myself too. It's not about me. I'll just mute myself. I don't mind. I'll get off the fucking stream.
No, see, and that's the thing. If he doesn't want to quote unquote defend himself, and but I'm a decent human being. No, bitch. No decent human being does that to their offspring. No. You have some questions you need to answer, and these two people that are good and kind and wholesome and good-hearted have some questions they want to ask you.
Whoa, what people? I thought you were going to have us on.
Yeah, you two. Both of you. God.
Oh,
fuck off!
Plenty of decency here.
God.
I'm sorry. I have to crack jokes. It's how I exist.
All right.
I feed off the energy. It's all evil.
That's all right. I'm a black-hearted son of a bitch, so, give me your soul. I'll eat it.
Just a spawn of the devil, but you're trying to be good.
Yeah. So if he doesn't want to, and these are all, again, these are all valid questions. Why did you do this? Why did you want to do that? Blah, 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 all this sort of stupid shit. And I know that I'm just going to go, because I know that he's going to, if I say the wrong thing, he's just going to go, oh, I don't want to talk to you, goodbye. So even if I go and ask, he'll hang up. It's not you. It's neither of you. It's the fact that it's the situation that he wants nothing to do with. I'm going to ignore it so it never happened. Yeah, I'm going to ignore it so it never happened. Deflection and minimalization like a motherfucker. You can't do that.
And if he were to ever countenance admitting that it happened, he would put the blame squarely on you. You were a bad, recalcitrant child. You deserved what you got. I did it out of love. And he'd spin it that way. Bible says don't spare the rod. I had to be forceful with him. He was a big boy. All this kind. He'd make any excuse possible.
Man, you set the bar low. God.
Well, from past experience and his no-show and his inability to understand that you're upset, and rightly so, I've got to set the bar low. I don't have any expectations of him other than that he will disappoint absolutely.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I judge people by their past behaviour and by patterns of behaviour. And this man's pattern of behaviour is more chance than not he's going to disappoint again. He's never going to put this right. He's going to continue to feel hard done by that you're not there as in his dotage, because the Bible says you're supposed to honour your father and your mother and look after them.
Mm-hmm. But in the same breath, don't piss off your kids.
Yeah, well, that doesn't matter. He's got a Bible verse to back him, and he's always right. You can have 10 Bible verses backing you. It doesn't matter. He's right. He's got a Bible verse.
Oh, man.
That's enough.
Yep.
That's enough. You are inferior to him because you're from him. You see, he's God and you're the son. You're not as good as him. You're less than.
Legal team.
Yeah, religious nonsense. I'm sorry, for those who believe, by the way, but this religious nonsense, in my point of view, poisons human interaction. You have a father and son. The father is always eclipsing the son, isn't he? He's always better.
Yeah.
But in nature, that's the complete opposite is true. We have our offspring to replace us. They will be better than us because we're going to be dead, or we're going to be very old, and they'll be in the, strong and youthful. That's how life actually is. And so it's against nature, and he's taking this thing that's against nature and using it as a stick to beat you with. I'm always going to be better than you because I'm the father and you're the son.
And I choose not to have anything to do with that whatsoever. Fuck it. No.
Yeah.
Otherwise, see, now this whole thing would have been completely avoided, and I would have been absolutely totally fine with chilling in front of the 360 and just playing fucking Final Fantasy 13, because why in the hell not? Yeah, I got to work today, but screw it. But no, you had to piss me off and text me at fucking 11:30 at night, subsequently try and call me, and not get the hint that after 4 months of you not being able to get a hold of me, you get in contact with me. No. Get blocked.
Get blocked. I'm sorry.
Maybe within the next 4 fucking months, you'll get the hint.
Well, that's what you just have to keep doing, Nate. You just have to keep blocking him every 4 months. Put it in your diary. Remember to
I'm gonna have to. Because he will not.
For
He he won't leave me. He will not leave me alone. I am the son, so therefore, I am. Oh God, I am the father, so therefore you are subsequent to me and answerable to me, and you have to have a relationship with me because I want you to, and I'm going to force it because fuck you. No.
You see, in his twisted little JW infested worldview, you owe him the very breath in your lungs.
Yeah.
You see?
Quite literally, by the way, which is some bullshit.
So, you should be doing what he tells you.
No, I have free will. It's the wonderful thing about the human condition. Free fucking will.
And from a legal standpoint, he has no hold over you whatsoever. He can,
Yeah.
What law could he go to and say, oh, this ungrateful wretch of a son of mine won't answer my text, and he won't phone me back, and he won't acknowledge that me beating the crap out of him when he was a child was no big deal, and he deserved it. I want him to make him into the court. There's no court around that would take that case.
And also,
I
want him to stop belittling my character. I'm like, no, motherfucker. If you would, I will say this. If you will come on here again, and not like a coward, come on here and speak and hard questions, then I'll shut the fuck up. But I know that's not going to happen. So, coffee rant. Yeah. Like clockwork for fucking months.
As you know, I'm a teacher by profession, and in my career, you meet certain children who just want attention. That's all they want. They don't want you to pay attention to the 29 other children in the class. They want all of your attention as the teacher. That's what they want. Okay. So, and what they will do is they will do anything to get that attention. Absolutely anything. And they will play up. They will be the most obnoxious little brat to get attention. Or they will behave themselves perfectly to get a bit of attention if you train them sufficiently. And I'm afraid that your father is just getting your attention any way he can. He's not getting it a positive way because he won't meet the criteria that you've set. So he has no positive way to have any attention from you. So
right.
Any attention he can get from you is negative in this context. Attention. In other words, you getting upset, you being angry, you having to. But he's still getting attention, even though he doesn't watch this video. He knows that there's a pattern that you will go online and you hang out. So maybe you have some of your friends along and discuss it, and that's his attention. He's still getting it. He's still taking up hours of your life, and that's the story. That's what he wants.
And I'm tired of it. This will be the last one of these. I am done with it. I am done with him sucking my time. I recognize it for what it is, and I won't have it. This is your last little. This is it. Done.
Yeah, and you lost your opportunity, which you kindly and graciously provided him, Nate, with an opportunity to have a relationship with you. You actually gave him a pathway. You actually laid it out explicitly because I was there.
Yeah. A 4-year-old would be able to understand that.
And he chose not to follow that. None of them were outlandish or inexplicable. They were all completely reasonable and logical and understandable.
Yeah.
And he chose not to follow that pathway. So guess what? Like that kid, you know what happens to them if they keep acting up in my class? They get sent out the room.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing right now. You're saying, look, I've given you all this. You've You've elicited this negative attention from me, however many times this has been. This is your last time. You're going to the headmistress now. You're out of here.
Yeah.
You're not anymore. In my classroom, in real life, your world, your life, your classroom, he's not there anymore. He's out.
Yeah. And this is
29 other people that you want to hang out with and have a decent relationship with. He's got no one in the hallway.
Honestly, the way his pattern is, I debated whether or not to do this one even.
Yeah.
But I figured, fuck it. I might as well give him one last chance before I decide to just, okay, 4 months have gone. I'm going to block you again. No more of this. You've sucked enough of my life. You've sucked enough of my brain power. No more. It's tiring. I don't want to do it anymore. I choose, again, free will, I choose to not have anything to do with you.
Yeah.
And I can sleep at night fine, knowing that I made that choice. I know you can't. Oh, well.
You had your chance. And you chose not to take it. That's it.
And it was really simple.
Yeah.
It was really simple. All you had to do was push a button. And not even that. It's not even a button, it's a link.
One tap of the screen would have been sufficient for him to be on that pathway to actually having something healthy.
Yeah. And, oh, well.
And the thing is, it is exactly so. Well, tough luck on you, buddy. But he's lost his chance now of cleansing his life, of actually having an end to this episode of his life. And that's what he had. He had the opportunity to own it all, tell it all, own it all, ask for, apologize for it all, and ask for forgiveness for it all. And have the end of that paragraph. And then we have a new paragraph. He doesn't get that.
He's tried to do that, but on his terms.
Yeah, that's not how it works. So he's lost the opportunity of that new paragraph. He's lost it.
And subsequently it ends.
Yeah.
And I make that choice, and I shut the book. I have that ability. And it's easy. It doesn't take, it's not taxing. I'm not going to, oh, what is he going to do? And blah, 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 blah. And all the childlike thoughts that I had when I was living with him, the consequences of this. I know the consequences of this. And I'm fine with it. I can go on and live to be 90 and be okay with today. Because I know that I gave him opportunity to go, well, okay, yep, this is, and I sincerely apologize. It should have never happened. But no. And oh well. Too bad. I am who I am. Go ahead.
I was just saying, it's time for you to send him out the room, because you've got 29 other people that you do want to spend time with. You've got a loving and wonderful wife that you want to spend time with.
Thank you.
to look forward to spending time with in the future, we hope. You've got your friend, King.
Yeah.
Things you'd like to be doing.
And I'll say this much. I appreciate my wife's ability for patience with this, because even when I gave her the number, before I gave her the number to block, she went to work. She knew that this happened because I got up, had a sip of coffee, and turned my computer on and didn't say a goddamn word. And she goes, "What's wrong? What happened?" And I gave her the look, and she's like, "Oh,
God."
And all I had to do was say, "It's been 4 months," and she knew exactly what I was talking about. And at work, she texts me. She's like, "Are you going to be okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll be okay." Without skipping a beat. "Okay, hon, I have no problem chewing his ass out." So she has been immensely patient with this. So thank you. I don't know if you're watching this. I don't know if you're busy, but thank you. I appreciate you. I am tired of this. Absolutely, totally tired of it. I will have none of it. So, yeah, I'm done. I'm completely done. And it's a load off my mind. Because now I don't have to worry about, well, what's he going to say? Is he going to contact me? Is he going to blah, blah, blah? Is he going to piss me off? And am I going to have to do another one of these things? And just, no, I don't have to.
You've done enough.
I gave you the opportunity to go and say, okay, well, this is my piece. And here I want a relationship with you, but what do you want to do? That's not going to happen. So, all right, fine. Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm done with it. I'm completely put off. And you have to live with that for the rest of your life. And I'm fine with that. I can live the rest of my life in knowing that I gave the opportunity to go and say, all right, look, you want a relationship with me? Okay, here's the road you choose. I'm going to lay it out for you. This is what you do. This is how you do it. Step by step, like a 5-year-old. And you had nothing to do with it. Okay, fine. I'm completely fine with that. I can sleep fine at night knowing that I did this. Ugh.
You've done enough.
And no, you don't know me. You don't. You know the placid, beat down teenager that you made me into. That's all you know. And I'm not that person. I stopped being that person the second I turned 18. Because I knew that I had legal right to get the fuck out of the situation that I was in. Yeah. Whew. Yeah, this is complete. I can't do it anymore. It's too much on my mind to go and say, all right, here's another one.
Yeah, you just can't keep on giving opportunities to people when they keep chucking it back at you.
Yeah.
Can't do it. It just demeans you then, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It stops being compassion for the other person, and it starts being you're demeaning yourself. You're actually putting value on this piece of crap, and not enough value on yourself.
Yep.
And the thing is,
And I have to think of my mental health.
yeah, and it's collateral damage. Your missus is going to start being affected by this.
Yeah, and I don't want that. I don't want that to happen. So shoe fly.
Route, Nate, and I honestly, I respect you for that. I really do.
Thank you.
Set out a pathway that he could heal something that's absolutely disgusting. A wound so disgustingly and like a ugh. And you gave him an opportunity to clean that and to have something going forward. Well done. He said no. The compassion ends. It's time for you to live your life. This guy is going to go and living his little deluded world and living his low life and doing whatever the fuck he does. Good luck to you, buddy.
And like I said, I'm completely fine with that. I can sleep at night. Can you? You want a relationship so bad? All right, here's the path. Not my fault you don't want to do it.
Yeah. Limited time offer. Because you've got the best life to live. How you choose.
And I'm not going to put myself off and keep doing this sort of thing for your benefit. Because at some point, I have to be the one to say, all right, look, I recognize this isn't going anywhere. I have to stop it. So now is the time. This is your last little, and I didn't even have the courtesy to give him the link to this. Because I know he's not going to watch it. He's made that perfectly clear. So at such a point that he deems necessary, he can go and tap and go and watch this and see that I gave him the opportunity. Not that he doesn't know that already. And realize he done fucked up. I'm tired of it. I'm done with it. It's not healthy. At some point, I have to say it is not healthy. Enough is enough. I'm done with it. See you later. Bye. Poof. And I'm mentally healthier because of it.
It ceases being compassion and it starts being a demeaning of oneself. It's like I said to you oftentimes, and I've likened it to, I have a finite amount of kindness for people.
Yeah.
It's an amount that everyone gets just for being a human being.
Yeah, the kindness bag.
Okay, there's slightly bigger quantity for people who are my friends, but there's a limit to it. Because there comes a point when it stops being compassion for the other person because they're having a bad day or whatever the hell happened, and you're cutting them some slack, and you're starting to demean your standards to such an extent that you're saying your behaviour is fine. You can be an asshole. I'm still going to be here. There comes a point where you go, my standards are here. You're not meeting them. I've cut you some slack, a certain amount, but you're still not meeting my standards. You know what they are. I've told you. Goodbye.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I know what he'll do. I know what he'll do. If he was to go on here, let's just for argument's sake, say that he has enough courage and enough balls to come on here and talk on camera, live, with picture, and okay, cool. So some hard questions that need to be asked and answered. But he's not going to do that. And the fact that I know he's not going to do that, okay, I have to end it sometime. And I have to close that book. I have to, for me, not for him. He's not the center of the goddamn universe. No. I have to live my life as calmly as possible. And he makes my blood boil. So, no. I don't want to have to go and put myself through a situation that I know is avoidable. All I have to do is every 4 months. Okay, you're gonna contact me again. Okay, boop.
Yep, diarize it.
5 goddamn minutes. You're back out in the hallway. Shoo. And you go, well, I need a relationship with you because I'm gonna die soon. Okay, where the fuck was that when I was living with you?
Well,
No?
weren't you saying the same thing? I want a decent relationship with my father because I'm going to die soon, potentially die soon, because you're beating the living crap out of me. Doesn't he see the irony of that? He actually killed you on a number of occasions. And weren't you, as a child, saying to your parent, look after me, care for me? Isn't he saying, I need tenderness because I'm going through a tough time? Where was his compassion for you? And he expects infinite compassion from you, doesn't he? Oh, maybe in 6 months' time I'll do the pathway to a new paragraph. No, you had your opportunity. This was time limited. You've had it. Now the past tense. We speak of your father in the past tense. Because for all intents and purposes, the paragraph has just had a full stop at the end, and the new paragraph, he doesn't feature in it.
Yeah. And you're shunning me. No, that's not how that works. I choose who I hang with. And if you're not going to be a decent human being and do what needs to be done in such a manner that is linear enough to where there can be a relationship formed, then yeah, closed books, see you later, bye. I don't care. Put you in a pine box. I don't care. You had your opportunity to go and finish this and make it into something that was at least feasible, but didn't do it.
Yeah. Months and months and months of opportunities.
Yeah.
And it's the same old song, isn't it? Every time comes back with, you're my son, I'm better than you.
What it comes back to
this
is, I won't look at it, so why did you send it? It's one of those things that's just like, oh, okay, it doesn't exist, so I'm not gonna. I don't see it. Acting like he's 5.
Yeah, well, that's his world that he has created for himself. Let him dwell within it.
Yeah, and I'm fine with that.
We're all fine with that.
It's fucking nuts, man.
We'll create our own little world. His one is a dystopia. It's not functioning.
Of his own making, even.
He's living in a fantasy where he is the eternal. And don't we see that all around these days? Someone is wronged and they're an eternal. So you're not going to be the eternal victim because you've put a full stop. You say, yes, you are a victim of abuse, but you're not an eternal victim in the sense that you allow that to define where you go and what you do and how you're going to be. That's a past event now.
Yeah.
And where you go from now is up to you. And that is freedom. And it's scary as hell. Because you'll find that freedom is anxiety. Because you're going to have infinite choice.
Now, see, here's the thing. I've gotten to the point in my life to where I recognize freedom for what it is, and I can see I'm very independent based. I'm very self-sufficient, and I had to learn that the hard way because getting kicked the fuck out of absolutely everything I ever knew and just dumped into the world when I was 18. That was scary.
Yeah.
So if I can go through that, then this is cake with icing. I did this as a service to him because he wanted a relationship with me. Okay. If you're not willing to go through the steps of A, B, C, D, all right. I don't have to do anything. And there's my independence.
Yeah, exactly. Time to end the stream.
Yeah.
It's all been said, hasn't it?
That's
Well, also, I just wanted to say shunning. I hate when people use shunning against you and try to like basically equate you with the witnesses. It's not shunning if you're cutting somebody off necessarily. I mean, shunning is a device of manipulation, and you're trying to get somebody to do something when you're shunning.
Yeah.
When you're cutting somebody out, you don't want anything to do with them anymore. And you're doing it for your own benefit. You're not trying to get them to do anything. And it's not a tactic of manipulation.
yeah, no.
Before we go, the reason I've been quiet this whole time is because of the fucking jackhammering that's going on in the background. That's one thing. But also because I was desperately attempting to use this shitty old marker to draw this hilarious picture of Rick.
That's pretty good.
Hey. That is pretty good. Now.
I can't actually see it, but yeah.
I can see it.
I like the look of surprise on my face. One eye is surprise.
Yeah. It's a look of judgment. You're judging people. That's the classic look of British judgment.
Oh man.
Really? There's
My
two
goodness. You Americans, oh my goodness.
You Americans with your face.
Anyway, just thought I'd close out with a hilarious thing there.
That was nice.
Yeah. And now I go on with my life and sleep quite well at night, knowing that I have closed this and there is no more, and I wash my hands of you, sir.
Let's whoop his ass. I'm just kidding.
Good.
Legal team.
Off I'd go.
And thanks to the 5 that are watching me rant and rave like a lunatic, because I haven't even had a full cup of coffee yet.
Ash and I went a shot each of espresso with our vitality and verve
and yeah, bigger and vim.
No, that's triggering. I've got that stuck in my head now. No. No. Quick. Different tune.
You're welcome, Rick.
Oh, damn. Those songs get in deep. Because I love music, as you know. Music gets in deep with me. So if you say the lyrics to a Witness song, I'll be like, oh, crap.
Yep.
My head.
Do you have any final words? Anyone? No? No goodbye?
Chapter closed.
No.
Chapter closed.
No.
Book closed.
Peace out, Cub Scout.
Yeah, it's all been said. You've made your stance, and I have to act accordingly. So, chapter closed, book closed, end of trilogy. No more movie. Have a nice life. I don't care. I will not put myself through whatever it is the hell that you want me to, just for whatever reason that you think is viable for you, because it's not going to happen. And I'm not sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
There's a Bitmoji for that.
God damn it.
Actually says sorry, not sorry on it.
Oh, man.
I'll send it to you so you can. In fact, no, it wouldn't look like you. It would look like me. And it would make it sound like I'm sorry, not sorry.
Ah. Yep, roll the credits. Thanks, PMT. Awesome, dude.
Freeze frame, everybody.
Yep. Hey! Who's going to jump in the air? Oh, shit.
Of course, I would naturally freeze frame like this.
Yeah. Well, that's your natural position, isn't it?
All right. All right. That's it. And one last time to make it abundantly clear, I am done. I will have no more of this. It is not healthy for me. I don't give a shit. I will not be gaslighted. I will not be manipulated. I will not be... No. No more. Done. Chapter book closed. End of trilogy. See you later. Bye. No more needs to be said.
What?
And
At least I didn't do the really bad ones. I'll wait until we're off air for that.
And it pushes the button. Thanks all for listening to me rant and such. And
thanks for having us here.
word to my homies on the Lower East Side.
Oh, Lord.
And it pushes the button in 3, 2, 1. Bye.